Victor Osimhen is one of the most prolific strikers in world football. His form was so good last season, he was instrumental in Napoli's first Serie A win in several decades. Despite the fact this season Osimhen has continued to score goals, 8 in total, Napoli's form has completely fallen off a cliff, and with the prospect of no Champions League football next year, it looks like the Nigerian could be leaving Italy. But where to? That's the question I'm going to be trying to predict in this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. And also, I've recently started channel memberships for $2.99 a month. You get all these benefits, so click the join button if you're interested. At the time we're recording, Napoli are currently 9th in Serie A. Now that sounds very bad, but like I mentioned in my Roma video last week, these kind of positions in Serie A are false positions because the top 4 race is very close, because if they win one game they could be 4th. So yes, they could still probably get Champions League spots, but the fact they are 21 points off top of the table Juventus, and at this point last season they were top of the league, it's quite a significant downfall. Now it's understandable why they're not top of the league. They lost their manager in the summer, Spalletti, players like Kim Min-jae, so you know why they aren't as good as last year. But for a player of Osimhen's caliber, should he really be in a top 4 race? Because he is a level of footballer that should be constantly competing for titles, constantly playing in the Champions League, and the way Napoli are playing right now, can they guarantee they will get that 4th place spot? What brings speculation about a potential transfer even more is what he said to CBS yesterday, quote, "I have already made my decision on the next step to do at the end of the season." This definitely insinuates a transfer this summer, but where to? The majority of the transfer rumours around Victor Osimhen have involved Chelsea, and for Chelsea this makes a lot of sense. They've been crying out for a striker really since the last African king that was Didier Drogba. You could maybe argue Diego Costa as well. Osimhen will cost about 100 million, but Chelsea have clearly been a team willing to spend a lot of money, so this could potentially happen. But would Osimhen really want to join Chelsea? Chelsea currently sit 9th in the Premier League, 12 points off top 4. They would have to get very lucky and go on a very big run of form to get into the top 4 and be playing Champions League next season. There's not many benefits to playing for Chelsea right now, but he would be getting a lot of money. He'd be playing in the Premier League, and he's as good enough of a player to be able to turn Chelsea's form around and get them battling for a title. Bayern Munich, I'm going to briefly mention. I've seen some rumours, but it just makes no sense. They have Harry Kane, who yes is older than Osimhen, but he at least has 2 or 3 years left in him. He's playing fantastically right now, so why would they go out and spend another 100 million on another world-class striker just for only one of them to play? PSG, I like this idea from PSG's perspective. They're almost definitely going to lose Mbappe in the summer, so to bring in another world-class replacement, it makes a lot of sense. But I think Osimhen's an ambitious footballer. I think he wants to play in either Spain or England. Does he really want to be wasting his twilight years in France, not in a competitive league, not really competing for the Champions League? I don't think so. Real Madrid, let's just say they don't sign Mbappe because he's done it before. It looks like he's going to Real Madrid, then he signs a new contract. I think if they don't get Mbappe, Osimhen is the man. They have the money to spend 100 million on a player like that. It makes a lot of sense from a football perspective. They've been lacking goals. Osimhen provides goals. It's going to be a success, but also we know Real Madrid like to be a bit of a brand. Osimhen is one of the biggest African footballers right now. But I do think this is the summer Real Madrid finally sign Kylian Mbappe. Now on to Arsenal, a team that have heavily been linked with Victor Osimhen and a team that desperately need a striker. For me, this is the perfect club, a club that is still competing for titles, that are in the Champions League. Yes, they haven't won much under Mikel Arteta, an FA Cup and a Community Shield. It's nothing special, but you add a world-class footballer like Victor Osimhen to a team already competing for the league title. That brings them so much closer to Manchester City. If Osimhen scores 25 goals in a season, which he is very capable of doing, that's going to win Arsenal the games that they maybe were dropping points in, games they shouldn't have been dropping points in. Come to the end of the season, that all adds up, and Arsenal could well be Premier League champions. I genuinely think that is a possibility if they bring in the Nigerian. If I'm Victor Osimhen and I have offers from all the teams I've mentioned, I'm probably picking Real Madrid, but I think they go for Mbappe. I think they get Mbappe, so with all the other teams, I'm going Arsenal. I think that is the best choice. But that's just my opinion. Let me know yours in the comments. What is the perfect team for Victor Osimhen? Who will he be joining next summer? Or have I misinterpreted the quote and is he just going to stay at Napoli? Do let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.